I want to give some thank yous to my co-staff that are here tonight and everywhere. We got obviously our other jazz directors in the district. We got Mr. Jared, Mr. Reyes in the back there helping out. Mr. Peterson, wherever he went, thank you again for filling in and doing what you do. And Mrs. Byrne, obviously, for being the head honcho that I don't have to take care of that stuff for, which is great. We love that. Yeah, round of applause for them, please. Yeah, absolutely. I talk about it often, but I am very fortunate to have this job. I have a great team that I work alongside that helps us make some pretty great music, so I'm very thankful. Without them and our admin team that supports us in each of our buildings, I know we've got a couple here tonight that are hanging out. Thank you guys for supporting us as well and helping us do what we do. They removed blockades for us to do that, so I appreciate it. We have not only the UCM performance this Saturday as well, obviously it's an early morning, but this group, Jazz One, actually got invited to play at a pretty historic concert. It's called Jazzin' at the Gym. And if you remember going to the 18th and Vine Festival with me or in the years past or something, you might remember that gym theater that we played in, right? They have a nonprofit that actually controls that building. It's historically, back in the day, back in the 20s to the 40s, they would invite area bands in the Kansas City area for just a big showcase night. Kind of like what we do, but for all of Kansas City and not just, RayPec, right? So they actually, every year, they will invite just select bands that they have heard at competitions. A lot of them are clinicians that they'll be at UCMs and Mizzous and all the other things that we've been to. We were fortunate enough this year, we actually got an invite, which is super cool, on March 7th. If you want to come out to Gym Theater on 18th and Vine, smack dab on 18th and Vine, most historic spot in town by far. If you go watch any documentary on jazz history, it is truly historic. We even added a piece to our roster of pieces that we're working on right now that was premiered by Count Basie in that space. So it's pretty cool. They're going to get a chance to play live jazz on 18th and Vine in a historic spot on a Saturday night, which is kind of cool. Round of applause for their hard work to get that tonight. And speaking of Basie, we're going to close up shop tonight with a beautiful arrangement called Queen Bee. round of applause for all of the fantastic musicians tonight. Before we go, I forgot to mention Mr. Zach Houston was also featured in, as well as Kane Twinner over there. Zach Houston had a vibraphone solo in the middle. Round of applause for him. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. We will see you on Saturday.